Right. Good morning, everybody. It is December 8th, and today we're going to talk about adding fractions. Now, these are weird fractions because they have x's in them, but you know, it's the same thing. When you add or subtract, you must have a common denominator. You have to. So, example, right? If you had a 2/3 plus a 1/3, you can add them. You got thirds. 2 plus 1 is 3. You get 1, right? Even subtracting, if you had a 7/12 minus a 5/12, as long as you have a common denominator, you can subtract them. You go 7 minus 5 is 2/12, okay? So common, and then on this one, what you know is you can reduce after you add or subtract. And we're going to look at those as well. So if you reduce, you get an answer of 1/6. Better answer because it's reduced, right? So let's take a look. Today's easy. Tomorrow's going to be more difficult because tomorrow we're going to need a common denominator. But today, let's take a look at these two. So first of all, if I'm adding, right, I need a common denominator. In this example, the common denominator is just x plus 1. So I'm going to write that down. Here's my common denominator, x plus 1. And then, since they have a common denominator, I'll add the numerators. 2x plus 4, you cannot add those. It's just 2x plus 4. Okay? Now, if I can reduce, I would. I don't think this is going to reduce for me because if I common factor out a 2 of an x plus 2 over an x plus 1. So either one of these answers is fine. This was actually a little bit simpler. We do know, though, in this example, if I had to ask for exclusions, undefined values of x cannot equal -1. We know that. But here's my answer to adding those two fractions, or this one. Now, example 2 is a little bit different because I think we're going to be able to simplify and reduce when we're done. So let me slide this up. So again, what we're looking for is a common denominator. And the common denominator is x plus 4. Okay, these aren't too bad today. And then what I'm going to do is add it. I'm going to go 6x plus 24 is a 6x plus 24. Okay, now before I go any further, my exclusion x cannot equal -4 because if x are -4, okay, you divide by 0, you're in trouble. Okay, so let's not forget our exclusion. X cannot equal -4. Now, am I done? I added them. Am I done? Well, I think if I were to factor, let's see what I get. Take out a common 6, and I'd have a x plus 4 over an x plus 4. Oh, I like this, because the x plus 4 cancels with the x plus 4, and all I'm left with is 6. Cool. It was worth adding, right? Certainly worth adding because we went from this 6x over x plus 4 plus 24 over x plus 4. We wound up with a much nicer answer, 6. Okay, example 3. Number 1 says, what are the excluded, for what values of x is it undefined? Well, we know right off the bat x cannot equal 2, right? Because 2 minus 2 is 0, you can't have that. But what you want to do is subtract it. So we have a common denominator. So a common denominator is x minus 2. And then I'm going to go then 3x subtract 6, which I can't really subtract those because they're different, but I'm going to rewrite as a 3x subtract 6, right? Because 3x minus 6 is just a 3x minus 6. Well, is there more? Yes. Let's factor and find out what's going on. So let's factor the numerator. And if I factor there at the numerator, I'll have a common multiple of 3, an x minus 2. And in the denominator, I still have an x minus 2. If I cancel, here's the fun part, x minus 2 with x minus 2, then I'm left with a value of just 3. Okay, that's much better than what I had. So if they will factor and cancel, awesome. If they don't, then you just have to take the answer the way it is. But if they do factor and reduce, that's a better answer. Okay, now tomorrow we'll talk about what happens if we need a common denominator. But for today, we'll leave it like that. Today's lesson's pretty easy, okay? Super easy. Make sure you do the homework because it's an easy assignment, okay? That's all I have.